In today's first impressions video, we're looking at Tobacco Shop Simulator. Now, this game came out back in December of 2024, around the same sort of time that all of the other shop simulators came into being. The question is, what does it do different from other shop simulators, and is it any good? Honestly, it's pretty samey, and I've played so many of these shop simulators now, it takes a lot for me to be impressed. However, they have got a rather large roadmap that they seem to have done a lot of stuff with, and there are some interesting options and an interesting way around this game. So let's jump into it, look at the options and see what we've got in store. Your options then, pretty simple and straightforward. There's not a huge amount here, unfortunately. You've got all your volume settings. They are all set to maximum by default, and you've got your voice chat and your push to talk, because one of the things that does set this game apart from the others is that it does have multiplayer as standard. Your graphics options are pretty limited. You've got your brightness, your resolution scale, your quality, your resolution, which you can only change when you change from full screen windowed to full screen mode, VSync on or off, refresh rate, and motion blur. That's it. That's your only settings. You've only got overall quality settings, and honestly, even with a game like this, I would like to see more. Your controls, you've got all of your controls here, and it looks like they are rebindable. And then you've got your gameplay, so you can change your camera sensitivity, field of view, y-axis, x-axis, auto-save on or off, thief, cleaning, payment type, and object snapping. When you start a new game, it does give you the option to have thieves and cleaning on or off. And when you first start the game, you are going to be pretty overwhelmed pretty quickly. Other than that, though, these options are somewhat acceptable. I would like to see more in the way of graphics settings, but again, it's a shop simulator. There's not a huge amount here, and it does seem fairly well optimized. Here we are then. This is Shop Sim. Now, I've only really done the tutorial and a day. We've got £1,254, and we have our mop on us, which we can get rid of by pressing a hotkey. As you can see, you can change the sign, and you can change it whenever you like. It's got immediate customization, and this is some of the things that you notice with successors, if you like, to Supermarket Sim, is that they have made improvements to the game when it first comes out that Supermarket Sim didn't have. They've learned from a new genre sort of thing, making those mistakes. So you've got quite a few things there. Then you've got your different displays. So far, we've only got the round shelves for ornaments like ashtrays and stuff, and then your actual tobacco products here on the stands that you can look at and change as you go through. You can change the prices here, as you can with most other supermarket sims. You've got your shop here, you've got all your things, so you can change your wall and floor, you can add alarm systems, you've got online orders, decorations, cigarette vending machines, music player, spray paint. You've got all of these different options from the get-go. However, the only things I really looked at are contracts, so you can get your sponsors, so you can get new equipment in, and your market, which shows you your products and your available equipment. So you've got different shelves types here and stuff, and the different types are obviously more expensive. And then you open your shop, you do some trading, and hopefully you make a profit and don't screw it up, really, is what I would say. One thing I will say with the movement of this game is that it's not as fluid. It's not quite as good as Supermarket Sim. The controls are a bit all over the place. It's just not as fluid. It's not as nice to use as other games in this genre. The till system is a little bit different as well. It's pretty basic. It's pretty much the same as all the other simulators. However, you get a scanner that is a handheld one, and you don't need to press anything in order to scan them. You just sort of point the laser over and away you go. Your change giving system is pretty much the same as all of the others. You have a card machine and you've got cash, and you can, as you go through, you can upgrade, get more tills, get some till workers, so you can keep up to date with everything that is required, and you can use your keypad for doing things like your card machine and stuff. I am using a TKL keyboard these days, so the number pad isn't readily available, which isn't always ideal for this sort of thing. But overall, it's pretty samey. There's, you know, the fact they've got thieves in immediately, the fact that they've got the alarm systems in and other bits and pieces that you can get, and it looks like they've got different memorabilia and things. It is very, very similar to all the other supermarket sims, but it's a very niche crowd. It's tobacco, and it's an interesting choice because smoking definitely seems to be a trend that is going out, right? It's not something that is generally looked upon as being a good thing. People are, the smoking is generally banned in most public areas these days. If it's not outside, and people know how bad smoking is for your health, and so as a result, they don't really want to promote it. So it's a brave choice to go with tobacco products, and obviously they are non-licensed tobacco products. Now, I don't know what the modding scene is like, but if it's like any of the other supermarket sims that we've played, I would imagine that it is pretty easy to mod the game to get genuine, actual licensed equipment on here and licensed brands for your shops. But there's not a lot to say about it because there are so many of these games out there now that it is very, very samey. It is, you sell things, you level up. The more levels you get, the more contracts you can take, the more things you can buy, the more you can expand, the more you can decorate your shop and make it yours, and there is no real end to it. There seems to be a lot of content in this from the get-go, which is nice, and like I say, there is a roadmap there that they can use to continue adding content to the game as well. Let me know in those comments down below what you think, if this is the store sim that's going to finally get you playing it, or if it is just more of the same. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.